Okay, we made it. We are here. Getting some friction going. Hello. Welcome to this Wednesday live stream. I missed yesterday because I was in a session with somebody, and it was awesome, and I loved it. I had some really amazing new people show up lately. I always have really amazing people show up in my studio, but really, I love it. It's so cool. Thank you guys for showing up and for being the cool students that I love to work with. So if you are in my world, thank you for being here just in general. And also thank you for being willing to talk about this really deep stuff, hard conversations that we're having. Just in brand new student sessions, we're talking about gremlins, we're talking about our childhood, we're talking about parents and how we've been taught to believe that we can't or shouldn't sing. And it's been really amazing. So if you are here and you are one of those people that are okay, I know that there's something here about talking about my voice. I know that there's something that is that is blocking me. I know that there's things I want to do with my voice that I haven't felt like I can do with my voice. Then you are in the right place, because this is exactly what I do. We work on this stuff that feels untouchable by technique, and that is the most important thing to me. Yes, technique is awesome. Love it. Super a fan of knowing the anatomy, knowing what's going on, being able to try different things and getting you out of your default mode, which is for a lot of people tightness, over pushing, over efforting, not enough breath support, etc. But at the end of the day, if I give you this technique and you try it and then you go back and sing a song, or you go sing a song in front of somebody and that default comes back, it's not the technique issue, right? It's not the fact that you don't know enough. There's something else there that is stopping you. This is why I do the work that I do. We talk about the technique and we say, okay, why aren't you able to hit that high note? Why is it sounding so squeaky? Why is it so tight? Let's try a couple different other exercises to get you to be able to feel like you can actually make a different, more sustainable, more efficient sound. And then let's try it in context. And if you're able to keep that space, keep that trust, keep that freedom in context, great. Are you able to, again, keep it while your nervous system is dysregulated? That is the thing. Excuse me, I just had a smoothie. I'm a little phlegmy. So that's all the steps that we work on. Any voice teacher can get you to make a freer sound than what you're doing most of the time. But so many of them don't talk about the context of what is this going to feel like when you're singing in front of people? When your hands are clammy, when everything in your body is just 10% tighter than usual, when your gremlin's in full force going, you're not good enough, telling you things that your mom told you when you were 6, you should never sing, you're bad at this, go do something more worthwhile with your time. All of these things add up, and they add up to those feelings that you have when you go to sing in front of somebody and nothing comes out. Even though you did it 10 minutes ago in your car, all of a sudden something's different. Right? And all of us have these things, maybe you could do it 5 minutes before your voice lesson, but then you come in and you do it in front of me, and everything feels different. Everything feels more stiff. Things are just not cooperating with you, right? So it's not a technique issue because you were able to do it before. You had the technique before. but something is different, and the thing that is different is your nervous system is in a different state. Your mind is in a different state. You are a different biological human in that moment. So this is why we talk about this stuff over time, and we start to slowly get you out of your comfort zone, little bit by little bit, like sticking one toe outside your comfort zone, and then your comfort zone expands because you survived that experience. So this is why I only work in small groups, because I don't want to throw people singing in front of 1,000 people or even 100 people. That feels like way too much to somebody who, has never done that before. It's not anywhere close to your comfort zone, and it's not gonna get you closer to throw yourself in the deep end, right? Some people that works, but some people it doesn't. I realized a long time ago that I am not one of those people that I can just toss myself into the deep end of something. I have to work up to it. I have to train for it. Because otherwise my body's going to work in ways that I'm not ready for. So in those spaces, those small group spaces, we do this work for long periods of time. So in my private sessions, I only do 3-month packages for this reason. So we can work through this stuff together, you and me. When you come in front of me, it's not so scary of a situation by the end of the 3 months, And then my group programs are 6 months, and 6 months only, because I'm thinking about actually doing longer programs, thinking about doing a year one next, because this stuff takes a good amount of time, and it takes commitment. And also I recognize that we are human beings that are in flux all the time. We have good days and we have bad days, good times of day, good bad times of day. So it's really important to look at yourself like that. Sorry, I'm really phlegmy. And give yourself a lot of grace and time and space to feel into all the feelings that are going to come up with this transformational work. So for example, almost every time I do a vocal magic cohort, a month and a half or so in, a couple people end up going, oh man, I just could not sing for the last week. I couldn't practice. I just didn't have it in me. I didn't have any motivation, because that's what we're used to doing. We're only used to doing things for a couple weeks at a time. A lot of us, and then also shit happens in your life, right? You have weird things that you can't control that come up. You have weird emotional fluctuations. If you're a person who has a uterus, you have hormonal fluctuations throughout every single month. So it really depends on how you're feeling, if you're able to even feel okay with singing that day. And your voice is going to change, of course, over time as well. With hormonal changes comes more phlegm, more inflammation, and when your whole body is more inflamed, your voice is inflamed too, because it's part of your body. So thinking about all of these layers, that's why I needed to give this program the space that it needs. And 6 months for some people feels way too much. I don't want to commit to that. I just want to learn how to sing. Can you just fix me? That's not how this works, my darling. I'm sorry. Because we have to see how this technique plays out in all of the phases that our life goes through, right? Of course, it's easy to say, okay, yes, I nailed that technique. My life is great right now. Everything's feeling good. My body's feeling good. I have lots of motivation. Cool. That's great. It's going to be like this forever. And then you take a dip in whatever is going on in your life. You are going through a really rough patch, or you're just having a hard week at work or something. And then all of a sudden you stop singing. Your technique goes away. You forget everything you learned. And then you just give up. Right? So that's why we have this 6-month commitment, so that you can really dig into who you are as a singer and commit to that for 6 months. Because when you commit to anything for 6 months, your identity changes. When you commit to a 6-month singing program, all of a sudden you are a singer, right? That's no joke. Most people don't even commit to one singing lesson, much less 6 months of singing lessons. So when you're doing this, you are showing the world and yourself, yes, I am a singer, I am a musician, and I'm committed to this through all the ebbs and flows of whatever this 6 months is going to bring. And so we talk about all of that in Vocal Magic. We talk about how your outside life affects your voice. We talk about how your relationships affect your voice. We talk about how your hormones affect your voice. We talk about how your voice affects your hormones. We talk about all kinds of these things, because we are not just singing machines. There's so many more layers to us, and some of us are better at performing, and some of us are better at writing, and some of us are better at belting, and some of us are better at head voicey stuff. Some of us are Disney princessy. And this is why how I want everybody to look at their singing training is, I want you to be able to pick and choose whatever tone you're looking for in any given moment as you're going with the flow of a song. Continuing to be okay with things not going according to plan, weird imperfect noises coming out, but you're just able to say, oh, okay, that didn't work, that's okay, I'm going to choose this note anyway. That's what I want for all of my students. That's what I want for every single one of you. But that skill is built up over time. Like, you have to learn how to make these different tones in order to be able to pick and choose from any of them. It's just expanding your palette, right? Like, you're just adding paint colors to. Okay, so the idea here is we're just building up your skill sets and building up your comfort zone and building up your nervous system so that you know that you have the ability to execute these techniques in whatever state your nervous system is in. So you're building up your technique when you're totally calm, building up your technique when you're singing in front of 2 people, building up your technique when you're singing in front of 15 people, right? And over time, over 6 months, you expand little bit by little bit, and all of a sudden you're this amazing singer who can hold all of these different states, as well as sing in different parts of your voice whenever you want to. You can sing in this tone. I can sing in a nice back breathy tone. I can sing in a really far forward, chesty, bright tone. I can sing in a head voicey Disney princessy tone, falsetto-y. I can sing in a very strong forward mixy place. Because that's what most of us want, right? To be able to pick and choose and move seamlessly in between different sounds in our voice, and to be able to use our whole voice instead of just one little sliver of it that we may have been practicing before. So that's what we want, and that's why my programs are not easy. They're not just sign up for a lesson and have your life changed, because that's not how it works. You have to commit to it, and you are the one that is changing your life. I'm the support system. I'm asking you all these questions. I'm giving you all the exercises, but you have to do them. You have to do the work. You have to really be okay with committing to singing and being a singer and taking care of your voice and taking care of your mind and taking care of your nervous system in whatever state your life is in. You know, that's what being a singer, that's what being anything is all about. Like, do you identify as a parent? You got to be a parent in whatever state your life is in, because that's who you are, right? Unless you give up, and which some parents have done, but like, you are still a parent. It's just a matter of how committed to that you are, right? So all of us are singers. We can all sing. If you can speak, you can sing, but some of us are more committed than others. So if you're committed to leveling up your singing this year, because why would you wait any longer with all the crap that's going on in the world? Might as well just make yourself happy, show your people and your kids and your friends that it's possible to do what you want to do and to say yes to yourself for once. Like, it's here. Like, now is the time. So I'm opening up this new cohort of Vocal Magic, and it's opening in 2 days on Friday. The doors are open for a little less time this time, so you got to make your decision quickly. If you have any questions, I'm always here to answer them. Please don't hesitate to DM me. I will send you all the information you need, answer any questions you have. I'm here for you. So the doors open on Friday, October 27th, and they will be open until November 4th, which I believe is a Saturday. And so for those 8 days, for those 9 days, the doors will be open. If you know this is what you want, you will be able to just pop in there. This is the first time I'm doing this, that you don't have to do a free session with me to know that it's right for you. You can just go sign up. But if you're not sure, you are welcome to do a session with me. But I would schedule that now, because I only have a limited amount of session times before the doors close on the 4th. So if you're here listening to this today, go sign up for a free trial session with me. They're only free during these launch periods. So now is the time. Just 45 minutes of your time is all it takes. We'll do a little singing. We'll talk about your background. We'll talk about what I recommend for you. We'll do like a little mini warm-up, and then you'll sing me something, and we'll talk about how it went and give you feedback, and I'll give you some homework if you want it. And then we can decide if Vocal Magic is right for you. I do have 1 or 2 spots left in my private studio. If you are like absolutely against the group program thing, but if you are one of those people that like, you have a voice, but the issue has been being comfortable singing in front of people, and you want to get on stage but you don't know how that's going to be possible, the group program is kind of where you want to be, because it's a safe little cocoon of other singers who are just like you, who are going through the same stuff, feeling the same things, and you are singing in front of them. You're getting the feedback they're hearing from me. They're hearing the feedback from me to you. You're giving each other feedback. You're giving each other support and motivation and accountability. And you're getting used to singing in front of other people, slowly, more and more people over time, because there are 2 performance opportunities as well. So that is where that rubber meets the road. That's the edge. So if that's the edge for you, group program is where you need to be, my friend. So if you're not sure, go book a free trial session. All of these links are in my bio. There's a page with just more info, and you can sign up for the waitlist for today and tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'll open it up so that you can just go click in and sign up. It is a 6-month program. It is a 9-month payment plan, however. But if you sign up, if you sign up before the 1st, then you'll get 3 months in the grad program for free. So it's basically a 9-month program. Anyway, I just did that to make it a little more affordable monthly for people, because I know it's a big commitment, both time and financial. But I know that it is possible for you. And I know that because this is my 6th time running this program, and every other time, the people that are really meant to be there and really are ready to open up their voice and open up what's possible for them with their voice have been the ones to sign up. So if you're feeling this pull that it's time for you, let's do it, man. I'm ready. I'm here for you. I'm so excited to start another cohort. Every time I do, it's the most magical thing. Every cohort has a different energy, a different flow to it, and it's just beautiful. It really is magic, and that is the magic in Vocal Magic. It's you guys and your community together. And if you're afraid of singing in front of other people, don't worry. It's going to be 8 people max. So it's not a huge deal. If you have any other questions that's not covered in the info page, there's a fax page in there too, a FAQ. All the information you need is out there, but I'm here for you. Like, if you're curious, like, am I even ready for a trial session? Like, just DM me. I'm here. Let me know. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thanks for showing up for you and your voice and your creative self, because that's what it's all about. That's what this life is all about. So thank you for being here, and hope to see you inside of Vocal Magic. Remember to sign up for your trial session ASAP if that's what you want to do. But otherwise, doors are opening on Friday. I'm so excited to have you. All right. Mwah.